Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 4, Episodes 13 to 15. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 4, Episode 13, Jungle Love. And I have to say, this is a pretty good episode. So, Chris is officially starting high school, but sadly, and I'm not sure if this is a real thing, because back when I was 13, I never got this treatment. Actually, I was 12 when I started high school, but Chris is 13 when this starts happening. And apparently they get beat up for being a freshman, even though 13-year-olds don't become freshmen at all. You have to be at least 18 and over to be freshmen in college. Maybe it's different in America. I'm not entirely sure. So he gets beat up for it, and yeah, Adam West is in it too. Not sure why he's there. It's a kind of weird joke. So Chris decides to run away and start afresh in a different country, where I've forgotten what the country is called. So he gets along well with the natives in that country. He even marries the chief's daughter, who also happens to be around his age. And while there is a funny joke with them getting into a 5-way call, is everyone on the phone? Oh, I gotta go. Something's in the oven. I lost a shoe. Don't let me on the phone with her. Stewie? Hey, how's school? Hi, Stewie. Listen, I am swamped. Mom has kept me up to date with everything you're doing. I think it's just great. Hanging up now. I honestly, that was probably the most funniest bit with Meg. I actually kind of remember. It's a little funny. And while Peter does the usual stuff, apparently, since he's got the most money in that country, he's deemed, well, the richest man. I do like that Chris learns a decent lesson about running away from your problems doesn't solve it. And while they find him being a freshman, and the Indiana Jones parody does get a few laughs. And it has probably a really good cutaway when Stewie talks about seeing the reboot of Bewitched. And it takes the 2 to 3 minutes for Stewie to watch that scene, get on a plane, purchase that ticket, go to a hardware store, buy himself a ladder, go to Will Ferrell's house, smack him, and just say, that is not funny. That's a 3-minute build-up to a payoff, and it got me laughing. Well, I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell fan. He has made a good movie every once in a while. I have to say that's pretty damn funny. So yeah, I thought the episode was pretty decent. Chris learns a pretty good lesson. Particularly his age, it's a pretty harsh lesson. And there was a few decent jokes that made me laugh. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 4, Episode 14, PTV. God damn, is this an amazing episode. So yeah, this is probably the most infamously famous episode, and it's a really great episode. So, it turns out there was a controversy at the Emmys, where a fictional version of himself, David Hyde Pierce, who you may know as Niles Crane from Frasier, exposed himself rather unintentionally. And because of that, they now had to censor everything. Yes, this is pretty much the commentary of censorship. And I think it does a pretty decent job exploring that. What can you show on TV? What is the right thing to show to people? It honestly does a decent commentary. And what does Peter do in retaliation? Make his own channel, PTV, where pretty much you can see all the nudity, violence, swearing, and of course farts intact. And while Lois is fine at the moment, a bit of nudity is what sets her off. And it leads to one of the most iconic songs in the series. While I can't quote the song without this video getting demonetized, It's a really great poke at the FCC, the censorship board. Honestly, Peter, Brian, Stewie singing the song is so freaking iconic. Sadly, PTV gets shut down, and when Peter makes another remark that they can't censor them forever, they go the extra meta mile by censoring them in real life. Like, I'm not even kidding. They even censor them in real life. I'm sorry, I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, they even use an air horn to bleep out the swearing. It's just so damn funny. And even when Peter and Lois try to get intimate, they censor that too. I mean, it goes so goddamn overboard, you cannot help but freaking laugh. And even when they try to stand their ground and they used to ignore them, Peter makes up a good point. Some of the statues in America do kind of look phallic. And they kind of realize that, and it's like, yeah, we're kind of hypocrites ourselves. Okay, we're firing the FCC. You can have your explicit stuff back. Honestly, this episode has such a great premise and a good payoff. It's so damn fun. I love the commentary on the censorship. The jokes are funny. The FCC song is freaking iconic, and them going so meta is freaking goddamn funny. Hell, I don't even need to mention the opening sketch. So Stewie fights off these interesting people, and it leads to him on his tricycle bumping into pop culture references, even one with ending with him hitting Homer Simpson. Hey Stewie, who's that guy? Honestly, this episode is just damn perfect. It's funny, it's memorable, it does decent commentary on censorship, it is damn fun. This is an iconic episode for a reason. Man, it's a damn funny. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 4, Episode 15, Brian Goes Back to College. And I found this episode to be okay. So, Brian works for this newspaper article after Peter and his friends win this costume competition for dressing up like the members of the A-Team. I'll get to that in a bit. So, Brian gets hired at this newspaper article. But when they find out he never graduated from college, they fire him. Kinda cruel. I mean, I don't have a college degree and I have a job. They're not gonna fire me. But then again, I work at a disability workplace, so that technically doesn't count. I don't know. Probably different in America. Not entirely sure. So, Brian does probably the decent thing he could think of. Finish college. And yeah, it's actually not a bad setup. Maybe Brian will mature a little more and try and finish his college degree. Stewie enters the college, though, and helps him cheat. Yeah, that's a great lesson. Cheat your way through college. And while Brian tries to do the decent thing by telling his teacher that he cheated on the exam, he can't seem to because his teacher is kind of off the rails. Yeah, kind of weird they never do anything with that. And I like that Brian actually doesn't pass. It's honestly a legit surprise, even though the family doesn't take it well. That's typical. But I will say Lois' support throughout this whole ordeal is actually kind of sweet. I mean, she knows this is important, and she wants to help Brian any way he can. There is a legit funny scene where Brian's like, yeah, I'm not going back. But then Lois brings out his weakness, the vacuum cleaner, and it's like, okay, I'll study. So yeah, I found that to be okay. The 18 subplot, well, it does have a few decent chuckles. It barely goes anywhere except for the finale, where they decide to help Brian get to college on time. Yeah, it's kind of there. I mean, it's an interesting fad. Gets a few decent chuckles, but there's nothing special for me. So yeah, I thought the episode to be okay. I mean, it's a nice setup. Brian gets his own arc. Lois' support is sweet. And the 18 subplot is fine. And that's the end of the video, folks. Hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe, and I hope to get more videos like this. Speaking of which, on Sunday, yes, I'll be back to this schedule. I'll be looking at Family Guy Season 4, Episodes 16 to 18. Keep an eye out for that video. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.